Before I start this video, I just want to say I apologize for the odd schedule for recent times. Work and a couple of other different things have been kind of taking up my time, so I do apologize for that. So go subscribe to my Patreon. I'm kidding, I don't have one of them, but basically enjoy the video. One of the questions that I get asked a lot in the comment section is, where do I find some of these weapons that I show off? And sometimes it's not as easy as you would think. Certain weapons you can only get from random drops. There's no set location for them to spawn, such as the handmade rifle, at least as far as I can tell. And 10mm SMG, while you find that in the world, the only place that I kind of know where you can find one easily is Mama Dolce's underneath in the communist facility. But one of the weapons that I know where a lot of these weapons can spawn is the black powder rifles and pistols. Now I haven't found the dragon, keep that in mind. The dragon is not among the spawns, I believe. But there's 3 locations, well, 4 locations technically, but one of them is kind of harder to go to than the others. There's 3 locations to find the black powder rifles consistently. That's Prickett's Fort, the Philippi National Cemetery, and the little Dutch town called Helvetia. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Now, around Prickett's Fort, you could find like a little gift shop where you can go in, you hit the button, and it'll open up display cases where you can find some Civil War garb and the black powder rifles. Keep an eye out in the cases too, because it does spawn the ammunition. It's just a little bit hard to see, so just scan through the boxes for the ammunition itself. Now, I'm not going to be going over the stats of the black powder weapons. You can find the video on my channel. I'll put a link in the description for that one. Now in Prickett's Fort, you can search around. There's plenty of foot lockers and chem boxes, different explosive crates, and stuff of the such. There's also mini quests you can do there. There's the one where you have to bury the body, and a versus mission where you can play either as the Confederates who are attacking the fort or the Union who is defending the fort, and the players can take different sides, so that's up to you if you want to do those quests for some extra experience. Next is the most feasible spot to farm for these, and that's the Philippi National Graveyard. Now do just be careful if you're walking down from Prickett's Fort to this graveyard. There is a high-level Yao Guai that does spawn there, so I would recommend avoiding the parking lot at first and just going into the building to get the rifle. Then you can take out the Yao Guai. Stand up on the balcony. They can't path its way up to you. But this location is a very lucrative spot if you're just going for the black powder rifles, because I found 2 black powder rifles and several different pistols, as well as plenty of ammunition to use to fight off the enemies that were there. You can also find several different outfits that match the weapons. These include the Civil War suit and tie, the Civil War top hat, the Confederate uniform, the Civil War dress, which is so freaking goofy looking, and the Union uniform. Now you'll notice that I often wear the Union uniform as well as the gas mask and the Ushanka just because they look good together. I like the backpack on the Union outfit. Now the third location to find them is Helvetia. Still don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But this is a little Dutch village where in one of the locations you can find, in one of the little buildings you can actually find some display cases that do spawn black powder weapons. Now, in my game these were already looted, but in the building where I take cover from the Scorched that are attacking, that is where you can find the black powder weapons in the display cases, but it looks like somebody's already been through here. Now while I was playing, I ended up encountering this player here, and I decided I was going to give him the black powder weapons because I didn't know exactly what he was doing here, but I think he was searching for them, so I decided to give him the black powder weapon and the ammunition that I had. And we both went our separate ways. So, if you like what you see, leave a like, leave a comment down below. I hope this helped you out in whatever way I could. Click that like, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.